Well, today marks 22 years since the tragedy that forever changed our nation. All of Southwest Florida has held ceremonies and memorials to honor the lives lost on 9/11. In Cape Coral, hundreds of neighbors, police officers, and veterans came together to place a flag in remembrance of each person who died in the deadliest terror attack on U.S. soil.
Cape Coral Mayor John Gunter said it's important to remember the sacrifice they and their families made so the lives lost were not in vain.
It's a very tragic day. Please just say a prayer for the individuals that their dreams were cut short and for the families that have to bear this loss each and every day.
And 20 miles away, the people of Bonita Springs are holding their own ceremony of remembrance. Wake News reporter Amy Gallo joins us from the Bonita Springs Fire Control and Rescue District, where this year's Patriot Day ceremony is taking place. Amy, how is the mood there?
Well, it's a day of remembrance, and that's certainly what it feels like out here. People remembering a day dedicated to those who lost their lives to save so many. And behind me here, you can see the ceremony did just wrap up, but just a few minutes ago, the last couple of flags were placed in these bins, and each one of those corresponds to a fallen firefighter. The keynote speaker at today's event, former Deputy Commissioner of the NYPD, Maureen Casey, reflected on seeing the second plane hit 22 years ago, what it was like realizing the World Trade Center was under attack, the chaos of Ground Zero, the struggle to identify those who were lost or injured, and what it took to bring closure to and reunite countless families. A local fourth grader sang the national anthem. The Bonita Springs Honor Guard also performed an opening ceremony, and at the end of today's event, like I said, these flags were placed in these bins, each one of them corresponding to a fallen firefighter. And Maureen Casey says it's all about making sure we never forget, which is why she took the time to share her story today.
The destruction, the debris falling from the towers, to smell the jet fuel, to see people running, people covered in dust, those being removed who had injuries. It truly is indescribable to this day, but we knew we had a job to do.
Hearing Maureen tell her story was truly chilling, but it reminds us all why it's so important to never forget. Live in Bonita Springs, Amy Gallo, Wink News.